Hey everyone, good morning. I hope everybody had an awesome Christmas and got everything they wished for. Got a nice stack of books to review from last week and yesterday. Starting off with Captain America #1. Um, in this issue, of course, you have in the beginning you have a little past of Steve Rogers where his father seems like was an abusive person towards his mom. The father comes home, of course, doesn't have a job, and the mom is telling him, you need to find a job, you need to get a job, and he's like, well, not a lot of people are hiring, Irish people, and I do look for a job, and I'm trying, and mom, the mom's like, what, maybe if you didn't go to work drunk, you'll find something, and of course he hits her across her face, and gives her this bruise right here. And of course, Steve is hiding underneath the table, just watching all of that. Um, After he hits her across her face, the father realizes what he did and he takes off. And of course, he grabs Steve. The mom takes Steve and brings him, tells him, you always, you know, the Steve is like, why didn't you just stay down? Um, because the mom tells him that you should always stand up, never stay down. Then he jumps to where this crazy maniac named the Green Skull is actually trying to destroy mankind, thinking that in order to save Earth, he needs to destroy mankind. So Captain America is now on the plane, taking him out, and as he does, right here, and of course saves the day. And you have Silver Sable. Actually, I think that's Silver Sable, that's waiting for Captain America, and because it's his birthday. Him and her are in a relationship. So as they're getting out, she gives him a little ring box, a box which usually there's a ring in there, and she tells him that she wants to spend her entire life with him, and she doesn't want him to give up the Captain America throne, but yet she wants to just spend his life with him, and it seems like he's kind of scared or doesn't know how to do it. So he finally realizes while he's walking, maybe I should get married. It'll teach me how to live life again and to actually have a life. Um, so as he's leaving, the train that he's on disappears actually and ends up in a dimension Z. I believe that's where he is. Yes, there you go. And he gets drugged. He gets drugged from the behind, the needle, and next thing he knows, he wakes up in this little chair thing. I mean, not a chair, but a bed thing, getting his serum sucked out of him. And the reason that's being done is because Zola, who's this guy right here, is creating his son, or a baby. Well, yeah, his son, which is this one right here, and trying to transfer Captain America serum to him. And of course, he remembers, his mom always telling him, stand up. You always have to stand up. So he breaks out of the bed, the metal thing, and gets out and grabs the baby and jumps out of the building. And you see him actually getting on an airplane and flying out. And of course, he crashes. Now Zola thinks that the baby's dead. As Captain America left, and I thought the baby was dead too, till towards the end you see Captain America actually holding the baby, and the baby made it. Um, I like the story. I'm kind of familiar with Captain America's origin, but not to a point where I didn't know that as a young kid. He had an abusive father and the stuff he went through. So I learned kind of something new about Captain America. The art was good. I wouldn't say it was the best, but it was good. The story was good. I'm might be back to pick up #3. I just picked up #2 just to have it, and I really like this cover. That's why I picked it up. So it was a good book. Next was Invincible, number 98. Now, I started reading this book, but again, I was kind of lost in it because I just jumped on and grabbed it. But I have to go back and pick up, I think I'm going to pick up from 90 to 97, read that, and then review and go to this book. And probably by then I get those, I'll have number 100 in my hand. Next issue is Thief of Thieves, number 11, which is this one here. In this issue, you have Redman and the Sun planning how they're going to get Emma back from the cartels, and you also have the detective who's still not giving up on pursuing Redman and trying to take his whole entire family down, but the way she wants to do it is take the family down through the Sun, because she knows the Sun is running around doing jobs. And you also have the cartels, who now has Redman working for them, and the first job was given actually in this issue that for Redman to do. And then towards the end, you see Emma. Actually, Redman and Aga and the Sun did find out where Emma is held. So now the plan is to get Emma back and also send him a message, it seems like. As I was turning towards the end, I saw the picture of Revival number 6. Awesome cover right here. And I've really been loving this title since it's come out. So I can't wait to pick up number 6. So it was really a good story for this one. Next one is Saga number 8. That awesome cover. Love this cover right here. In this issue, it actually starts off by telling how Marco and Elena met. Actually, where Marco was in jail, Elena was a security guard watching over the prisoners and him. So that's how they met. Also, the father, when he takes the baby away from Eliana, I think, yeah, I hope I'm saying that bloody name right. Anyway, let me see. I think I'm missing out something here. Don't. Actually, you find out that the father is actually dying. He has a disease, some kind that he's not telling, and that he is dying. And dude, Elena, yeah. So he puts a spell on Elena, because he's working on a project or doing something, and he wants to get it done. So Elena is not freaking out like, what the hell's going on? And the ship is now helping the father, and then you see Marco and the mom on the planet fighting this guy with the big ball sack. But and the mom is about to kill him, but Marco's like, no, let me put the spell on him and I'll put him down. It's not right to kill him because it is his planet and we are the intruders. So Marco puts him to sleep and wants to know where is the ghost, where is Isabel. So the mom, of course, still doesn't approve of Eliana at all because how he left Grindel. But now the creature is waking up, and then he finds out that it's not actually a planet, it's an egg that they're on. It's a humongous egg, and Isabel could be attached to that egg, or whatever's inside that egg, I mean. When Eliana wakes up, she realizes, of course, the baby's now with her, and the father actually made her a costume, like a clothing to wear, other than what she was wearing. So the father made that, and the father's like, I gotta make a jacket, I gotta make this, I gotta make this, I gotta make this before I go away. There's gonna be a hard life coming up. It's gonna be hard for you guys. soon will be really hard for you guys. You know, it's a really hard life that'll be coming up. I just want to make sure that you guys are all taken care of and all that good stuff. This is where Elena finds out, you know, that the father is dying, and he doesn't want the wife to know or Marco to know that he's dying. And this is where they kind of connect here, as you can see, where they're talking about, you know, I guess Elena was talking in her sleep, and she finally found, the father found out that how much she loves his son, and you know, that he can trust her. And then towards the end, you see Gwendol, who's now coming in the picture, who is Marco's ex-wife, seems like. So Gwendol is finally introduced in the last page of Saga. It was a really good story. I really enjoyed it. A lot of origins they've been telling about Marco and Eliana and how they met and all this stuff. So it gives you an understanding of who the characters are and where the story is leading. I'm really excited to actually see Gwendol, and I know she's going to be a kick-ass character, and I just want to see a fight between Eliana and Gwendolyn happen. So yeah, good issue. All new X-Men number 4. Man, sparks flew in this issue. Cyclops and the old Cyclops, the past Cyclops meets the future Cyclops, and of course they go at it. And then you have, of course, Jean Grey, who's back. So Cyclops is like, holy shit, that's Jean Grey. Jean Grey is back, or you know. And while Cyclops, the future Cyclops, is looking at the old X-Men, he's like, okay, this doesn't make sense. How is this happening? Okay, so who Perfect Xavier can be alive, or is he alive? Or maybe he's doing it just to show me what I've done and who I used to be. But he's dead, so it can't be him. Maybe Emma's doing it. You know, he's thinking all these people, all these scenarios that could be doing this to him to make him think that, you know, trying to teach him something or show him something of how he used to be in the past, a goody two-shoe compared to where he is now, and trying to tell him something, you know, tell him that, hey, you know what, this is who you used to be, this is what you are now, this person that you shouldn't be. Then he finds like, no, Professor X's dead, Emma will not do this to me. And then you have Jean Grey just reading minds of everybody, but especially Cyclops, and she's reading that what Cyclops has done, what he's thinking, how he has killed Xavier, who he's become, and he's just like, man. She's like, what the hell, you know? So she just tells everybody to shut up, you know, and just throws this plasma and just blows Cyclops and Magneto out of the bloody air. And of course, you know, the past Cyclops, you know, he's like, holy, you know, Jeannie, like, are you okay? So, you know, she's telling him, you know, that Cyclops killed Xavier and all that stuff. And you have Cyclops and the future and the past Cyclops is going at it, shooting each other. And the cool thing I noticed about the future Cyclops is his blast. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have his glasses on, but man, look at this. I like the whole thing that's going around him, which is pretty cool. And then Jean Grey actually... No, the future Cyclops wins the blast. Yeah. And then the future Cyclops is like, you know what? Hey, get us out of here. Ilana, get us out of here. Get us. So they finally transport out of there. And the X-Men's like, holy crap, what just happened? Cyclops just took off with Magneto. Do you see how Magneto was holding him? You know, and all that stuff. So they're like kind of confused, like, what's going on? Magneto's like our arch enemy. And what is Cyclops doing with Magneto, and how it seems like they're good friends. you have the mutants that have so far recruited the future Cyclops and has taken them to the Weapon X base. So they're just like, okay, what's going on? Why are we here? You know, and all that stuff. And you have Emma Frost. So now Cyclops and Magneto has arrived, and you have Emma Frost asking like what happened, and you see Magneto telling, hey, Jean Grey was there. It's like, what? Jeannie? Like, okay, what's, you know. So there's a moment where Cyclops is by the hill on the mountainside just thinking like, what just happened, you know, what's Jean doing here? How could this be? You know, who was trying to do this? Then he finally finds out it could be, you know, Beast. And while Magneto and Cyclops are talking, I mean, Emma and Cyclops are talking, you can tell that Emma Frost is jealous that Jean is back. And then you have the past X-Men going to the bad side of Beast, the future Beast. And you see like Wolverine like, what the hell? And you see Storm like, man, okay. And, like all confused, like, what, you know, like, man, is this really happening? And then towards the end you see a Beast scream and then beep 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 and he flatlines. So I you know, I don't know if Beast is the person that's gonna die, maybe it's gonna be someone else, but you know, I really like Beast and I hope they don't kill him off. But I'm really enjoying All New X-Men. It's a good title to pick up. I suggest that you guys pick it up, try it out. You'll fall in love with it. It's just really epic. What's happening with every issue. Definitely be back for number 5. Next one is Wonderland number 6. I didn't read this because I don't think I have number 4. I have 5, so I'm waiting for my comic book store to bloody get this in so I can read this. Next issue is, which I really enjoyed, is from DC. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Was Green Lantern number 15, Rise of the Third Army. This was a really good issue because it was just all about the detective and Simon working together, and knowing the detective actually finding out that Simon is actually innocent. It starts off with the Green Lantern, known as, God, what's his bloody name? Well, whatever, but it's this guy right here, which is actually going to, you know, trying to get all the Green Lanterns together. Like, you know, I was chosen to protect the world together. But the character here, and this Green Lantern here, which you see, is telling him to stop. You know, that the Third Army, the army is getting stronger by numbers, and tells him to, you know, stay by, you know, tells the hologram guardian to stay away by the Guardians. But then he shows when he gets there, it's too late because you already have the you know, they're just getting stronger and stronger. Then he switches off to, you have Simon actually going to the person that the van belonged to actually ask him, like, who stole your van? You know, why would somebody do that? Why, you know, just to prove his innocence, try to clear himself out, you know, before the FBI get to him or before he gets killed. When he gets to the house, he actually finds out that this guy who owns the van is the terrorist. He's the one who put the van under the bridge so it can blow up when the train comes. So now Simon's in trouble. Like, holy shit, you know, he's got a gun pointed at him, and this guy's spilling his guts, telling him, you know, it was me, you know, there's a reason I did it, and I'm the one, the van belonged to me, nobody stole it. So when Simon switches to Green Lantern, because he's getting shot at this time, so he transforms into the Green Lantern, but the lantern, the ring is low in energy, so he switches right back. So now, pretty much he's in trouble. You know, he's getting shot at, and the ring is dead. There's no energy in it. Then you see Sinestro and Jordan walking in the dead zone, and the hooded guy that they saw is Sinestro's enemy, but Hale Jordan's best friend. But they don't show the identity at all. The detective finally gets to that person's house, and he, of course, goes inside and tells him, hey, you know what? The guy who's holding the gun to Simon is telling the detective, you know what? He's the terrorist. He's the person, he's the person who stole the van and did the whole bomb thing, tried to blow it up. And Simon's like, no, he's the terrorist. He's the van belonged to him. And then next thing you know, the Third Army arrives, grabs this guy, the terrorist right here, the guy who made the bomb, and turns him into one of their armies. Simon and the detective, they take off. They're like, holy man, can't you transform? He's like, no, the ring is, it's not letting me. And detective's like, maybe you want the one to, wear the ring. So as they go underground, they find out that this guy's basement is just like a armor, just full of guns, bombs, weapons. It's all, it's all there. The Third Army follow them inside, and the detective sets up the bomb to blow the whole entire house to Kingdom Come, and they do. And as they blow the house up, this squirrel, who is a Green Lantern, arrives looking for Hale Jordan. Like, where is he? I need to find him. Of course, he doesn't know. Seems like that what happened to them, him and Sinestro. Then it goes to the Guardians, where they're holding the first Green Lantern. And one of the Guardians, but our army is going to we require more from the first Lantern. So, the Guardians saying their army is getting weaker, as the power is spread thinner, and we require more from the first Lantern. And the first Lantern is, of course, Voltham. Voltham. I hope I'm saying that right. Who was the first Green Lantern? And he's like, you know what? Once I get out, I will have my revenge. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. Really awesome issue. It was nice. The storyline was nicely put. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Next one is, which I've really been enjoying a lot, is Masks. And this is issue 2. In this one, you have what's her name? Miss Drake, who actually takes off in a hallway to transform into the character that she is, and you have Jethro Dumont, who is also there. So Miss Drake actually takes off, which is her right here, to the hallway, and of course she runs into Dumont. I hope I'm saying their name right. And it seems like already knows who he is, so she's right now transforming into her character, and then he transforms into what he is, just by saying a couple of words, and he just, boom, transforms. So him and her, so now they're going to stop the Justice from taking the money and jewelry from the people, because now they're doing a new thing called the New Text collections, the New Text time for, so they have a new text now, which is a life text or something like that, where they will collect the tax just for living or something like that they created. And then you have Spider, Shadow, the Green Hornet, all there. Wait, am I saying? Yeah, Spider, Shadow, and the Green Hornet, of course, fighting the cops already. And as they're fighting, Reed gets hurt. While they're fighting, he gets punched in the right in the stomach, and of course gets hurt. So Spider is now telling everybody, we need to get out of here. This guy's hurt. So of course, Kato, yeah, throws a smoke bomb, and they all disappear, and they go into hiding right in this building right beside where they were fighting. As you can see right here, this is where they're fighting, and this is where they're hiding now, which is just right beside them inside the building. So if they were to do the door-to-door search, they would find them. Of course, Spider takes his, it's Richard Wentworth, who is the Spider. So he takes his mask off. The Green Hornets, they take their masks off to reveal, hey, I'm Reed and this is Kato. And then the Shadow, well, he's like, well, I'm the Shadow, So he doesn't actually remove his costume. No, he does, yeah. So, and then he jumps to where the guy, Vega, who got convicted just by not having any money and was sentenced to jail, his attorney, Quinn, comes back and tries to actually help him leave, break him out of the prison and take off. So in that whole process, of course, he gets him out, hits the guards, and the guards go out, but I believe it's Quinn who gets shot. But Vega grabs him and just, takes off. So he's like, we gotta go. And then you have Richard and, the Green Hornet and Shadow, who is at the Richard's place now, who is there, resting, getting food and everything, and planning what's going to be their next move. So they turn the radio station. Of course, they're saying, the justice will be served, and the people who are now disguised as this and that will come, and they will be taken care of. They're taking our stuff. And then you have also, who was it? I believe it's Richard who's speaking, telling that, their people will fight. We're not the first one who will stand up and fight, and we won't be the last that will stand and fight. There are people that are hiding in the shadows who will stand up and fight and will join us. And then that's why they show the pictures of that girl right there and the guy from the beginning of the page, that they went and started fighting the guards. So yeah, I really enjoyed this and enjoying the title. Can't wait for the third issue. The cover is awesome. I love the cover, just to see all four of them. Zorro and Reed and Spider, Shadow. So yeah, it's getting really good. My final issue is of course none other than Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 700. I didn't get the regular cover. I got the variant edition, which is this one. It's a beautiful cover. Of course, you can see it's like a little diner. You see Happy New Year. You see Jean Grey. It looks like the Hobgoblin. You see Flash. Dude, what's his name? Not Flash. Anyway, you see Aunt May. You see the guy. Oh man, I'm like now brain dead thinking about this. But anyway, you see a lot of characters standing there. Like I said, Jean Grey, Aunt May seems like, and the reporter guy, which is right here, who's the mayor, and God, his name's not coming. But yeah, I really like that. Really beautiful cover. Yeah. What can I say? This 700th issue was perfect. It was amazing. It was perfectly done. It showed, the past of Spider-Man, of Peter Parker, you know, Uncle Ben and everybody. It was just beautifully written. It was just brilliant the way it was written. I can't say nothing bad about it at all. I'm just very saddened that it ended. I wish they didn't end Amazing Spider-Man. I wanted to keep on going to 800, 900,000. You know, it'll be the first book to reach after DC, you know, screwed up on their detective and action comics. But I was shocked that they killed off Peter Parker. You know, I mean the person itself. You know, the mind is of course. I mean, you have Dr. Octavius' mind and Peter Parker's mind in one now, or at least something of it. And but the person itself, you know, the Peter Parker, that they actually killed him. I'm shocked. You know, I thought Peter Parker would like retire or something, or you know, till one day he's really needed. But they actually really killed him off, and I was shocked. I think my jaw dropped when I was reading this towards the end that Peter Parker is dead. You know, I grew up watching Peter Parker, you know, in all the Spider-Man comic books, the Web Spider-Man, Peter Parker Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, and just to see him actually get killed off, I'm shocked. It's like killing Batman off, you know, killing Bruce Wayne off and having somebody else become Batman. You know, because we grew up with this character, this person. But yeah, you know, his main thing was to actually make Octavius realize that, you know, with great power comes great responsibility, and he did that. You know, before he died, he made Dr. Octavius see that how important Spider-Man is and how important that mantle that he's holding, that he's wearing, you know, how important it is, and the people around him that he needs to protect. And just to see Octavius realize that and say, you know what, yes, I will protect the loved ones, I will protect everybody, I will honor this Spider-Man suit with great respect, and I will take care of it. You know, I mean, Peter Parker will always be, he will be around because his mind is inside Octavius. You know, it seems like towards the end when he tried to do the whole transport thing, stuff did go, but you know, towards the end he's like, you know what, I'll be better than you, Peter Parker. I'll be better than you, and I will be known as Superior Spider-Man. And it was shocking to me that they actually killed him off. I mean, yeah, in a couple of years they probably will bring Peter Parker back. They have windows open on how they're gonna bring him back, or how can they bring him. I mean, there's so many ways that they can bring Peter Parker back. You know, and but the soul part of it, Peter Parker is dead, and that's, I was shocked, very saddened that how they ended this Amazing Spider-Man. But I will definitely give it 10 out of 10. Brilliant the way they did it. You know, just the history of Spider-Man in it, and again, very very sad towards the end the way they killed him off. All right, so yeah, that's my review. A must-have, of course. Great book. 10 out of 10. Pick of the year, I have to say. But yeah. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and see you next week, and have a happy new year.